What up, YouTube? It's your boy Banks, and we back in the building, you feel me? It's True Talks. Cause True Talks, alright, let's get straight right into it. Alright, so we're gonna be doing a video just talking about what happened the other day, what took social media by storm, which was Lavar Ball and his son Lonzo Ball, hashing it out. They were just going back and forth. That's just a regular thing that happens in families. That always goes on. Just a feud, a heated argument, a little feud going on. Between the two with the brand. Basically, there's just a lot that's going on. Obviously, if we go back to the history and go back to the context, I give you that context. His name was Alan Foster. He basically, if you've been watching Ball in the Family, he's been there from square one, from before Lonzo got drafted and from when he got drafted, he's been there. And they took the Baller brand Triple B's to a higher level. It was obviously Lavar and Allen, and Lonzo being Lavar being the face, but Lonzo being the actual basketball face. You know what I'm saying? So, and then just Allen been running it, doing obviously with the shipments, with the shoe, with everything. He's just been the main integral piece. Has been him. Then obviously what happened was, always someone who's close to you, the people who are inside the works, who are inside. So it's inside job, In order to steal money, you have to have known what's going on. So he's the one who stole money. I think it was 1 point something mil, something like that. Stole money. So obviously he's gone. They fired him, gone with him. They're trying to rebrand. So Lavar wants to rebrand. At first they were going to dead the whole brand, because obviously it's like he just tarnished the whole brand with what he did. And he was actually the one who was running with all, like, this happened to JBA, and this is him that was facilitating everything, right? Lavar was obviously the face and the visionary. And then that's what happened. So now they stop, and then now they're starting. Lavar's like, nah. You know how OG's mindsets are. You already know. Are you dumb? I'm not dropping because of this nigga. So nah, stop this. So they start from square one again. Let's get a new warehouse. Let's get the right people. So they got some new people in. They're trying to do the new technology for the shoe. All kinds of stuff that's going on, right? So they're trying to rebrand in order to rebrand, in order to have it do it well, and to see to be like, you know what? The family's still sticking together. We're still good. Also context. Lonzo tatted up the BBB sign. He tatted over it. So it's like, yeah, I'm done with it, right? So you have that dynamic going on. And then now, Lavar's trying to run it back and do it better than ever, obviously. But you need the main son, the one who's in the NBA, the ones who are having a fresh start, the one who's going to be playing with Zion, the one who's trying to snap. You need him. You know what I'm saying? So now that's where they're at now, trying to see if he's on board. And when he's on board, then you get the Jellos and you get the Mellows, right? So he obviously is a domino effect. And so that's what's going on. And then they're having a feud. They're having a back and forth between what one thinks, between what the other thinks. So we're going to play the clip because, I give you that context. Let's go. Roll it.
And I just want to know, either you on or off. You can't be on the fence.
Would you change the name?
Hell no, I wouldn't change the name.
I'm just saying from a marketing standpoint.
From a marketing standpoint, regardless of what it is.
I'm just saying, that's my opinion. I'm just asking a question.
I'm just saying. Triple B is always going to be the name. On the fact that it also stands for the 3 Ball brothers. I'm not changing that at all.
What's your opinion on that?
I don't give a about his opinion.
I just want to hear it.
But no, listen to me, son. When I come up with a name and then somebody tell me to change it, that's like me telling me to change your name. That's like people saying, hey, change Lonzo's name to Alfonso on the fact that he's been damaged goods for the last 2 years.
The brand is demolished right now.
The brand is not demolished. Okay. That's how you feel the brand is demolished.
That's everybody feels.
Who's everybody?
The world.
The world? That's the consumers you talk to?
Yeah. It's all messed up right now.
Why is it messed up? Because one person did something bad?
He was the main person.
He wasn't the main person.
He ran everything.
Dang, he didn't run everything.
All right, that's my opinion.
Who the one signing autographs? Who the one taking the pictures?
You set it all up.
That means you're running everything as far as what? Who's the big baller brand?
All right, you got it.
Ain't no Alan Foster gear. It's big baller. Here's the thing. If you have a goddamn tree and a bad apple falls off the tree, you don't chop the goddamn tree down.
He was more than apple though. He was the branch.
Cut the branch. You don't cut the whole tree down.
The tree did fall down though.
How did the tree fall down?
Why are we restarting everything?
How did the tree fall down? I created it before Alan even got here. I said the 3 ball brothers for you guys. I don't care who helped me get this started, but I come in with the vision like, you know what? We're going to have our own right here. That's why I didn't go everybody else's way.
All right, you got it.
Not everybody got it.
You got it, man.
No, first of all, don't say you got it, man, to me.
Right, so as you heard the clip, you seen the clip, bruh. Don daughter, you know, mano y mano, when the alphas meet, you know what I mean? It's always something. This is a transition phase from Lonzo becoming an alpha, because when you have a father and alpha, you normally, most of the times, you get sunned. You get sunned. Are you dumb? Who you talking to? That type of stuff. And now he's growing up. Now he has a daughter of his own, right? So it's like, I'm a father too. So now it's father versus father, all that. You know, listen to me and all that type of stuff. That shit goes out the window. Now we're 2 adults talking. You know what I mean? That son, fathers, it doesn't happen no more, right? So now this is basically looking each other in the eyes. That's the dynamics that's going on here. It's like, oh, I used to talk. It's basically, you know, when the father's like, I talked to you and you always were, you know, you listened to me. Now it's like, oh, wow, you're actually talking back. You're talking up. We're going back and forth. It's not no shut up. It's actually, what am I saying versus what are you saying? It all, you know what I mean? That's when you get into adulthood, right? So that's what's going on here. So he's talking, and in this situation, like, normally, obviously, the world goes with sides. People are like, oh my goodness, Lavar, what are you talking about? You're going to tell your son your damaged goods. But at the end of the day, if you actually look, obviously his delivery and whatever the case is not well and all that type of stuff. But after rated, at the end of the day, it's a real nigga, man. It's real recognized real. At the end of the day, the actual example that Lavar is given is the actual example or the situation that Lonzo's talking about. So you see how he's like, yo, the brand's done. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta restart, start the brand, change the name. You know what I mean? You're not gonna change the name. And obviously, he did it in a question, but then you see Lavar's like, why would I change the name? Just because something happened. It's the same thing. Like, if something happened within the team with the Kawhi, you don't change the Spurs name. Kawhi's gone. You know what I'm saying? Something happened with this, you don't change the name. You, at the end of the day, you keep the foundation, you keep the name there. You just change what's going on, who's running. You change the coach, you change this, you change certain parts of it. You don't change the actual brand. It's still like what he's saying is facts. Triple B is the ball brand. Triple B, the Ball brothers, 3 balls, 3 Bs. You know what I'm saying? That's what it stands for, clearly. So it's like, you change the name, it's still the family, it's still the same guys. It's just you're changing who's running, who's part of it. You know what I'm saying? So he's like, that's the same thing. Just you're still Lonzo Ball, just because you had a 1-2 wax seasons or 1-2. Well, it's been a good season before, the way that Lavar was talking about him and the way that people expected him, and then the magic, oh, your name's in the rafters. People expected more greatness from him. So it's true. People are calling him damaged goods. People are like, Lonzo, look at your free throw percentage, all of this type of stuff. And what he's saying is facts. It's harsh, but what he's saying is facts. You don't change Lonzo Ball just because you had 2 bad seasons. You go to Pelicans and now you revamp yourself. You get what I'm saying? That's what he's basically saying. But he's looking him in the eye like, and what? type of thing. So it's just, you know, it's just mano y mano. I rate it. That's why I know when you're dad and you're in this type of environment where your dad challenges you all the time and he comes at you all the time. Are you dumb? You better score those shots. You better do this. You better do that. That type of people were saying his mentality is, yo, he might be afraid, he might be this, he's not ready for that's lies. That's lies, because look what he's dealing with on an everyday basis. This is why he views himself as this caliber player. So when he's not doing what he's supposed to be doing, he's going to try and get better and get better and get better and get better. That's a great foundation. As much as people say the environment is bad, if you're not about it, it's obviously going to consume you and you're going to be, you're going to cry in the moment. But if you're a Don and you know who you want that energy. You want that energy because it's going to challenge you. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, that's what he's saying. But then also too, I agree. It's one of those situations where like both sides, you see both perspectives and it's like, geez, like both perspectives make sense. Like look at Lonzo, what he's saying. He's like, yo, you're not mad at the end of the day, you're not mad at someone saying, yo, we got to change the name. This thing happened. We got to we got to revamp. People don't trust us. We got to do everything completely new. Once they see big baller brand, it's like, geez, they didn't get shoes on time. They didn't, you know what I mean? The shoes were ripping. Now I tarnished the name too with the whole, I was changing my shoes every quarter, but people were taking out of context saying that then every quarter he was changing. No, it was just Summer League when they first started and he had to wear it to show off that I have these shoes ready. That's when he was changing every quarter, not moving forward. But anyways, whatever. So, you know, that's what's going on there. So it's like A lot of things are going negatively with the whole BBB covering it up. It's like, geez, I'm done with it. This shit is anus, whatever. People know that he was killing when he was wearing Nike. So if he's having a year where he's trying to revamp himself wearing Nikes, at least get to a point where it's like, okay, if I'm going to go back in the brand, it's like, you know what I mean? I've been established. I know the technology of the shoes. I know what makes my, matches my needs, where my performance is the best, what shoes I could perform in. Cause you know, basketball players, it's superstitious. It's like certain shoes, I gotta wear this, I gotta wear that, I can't be, you know what I mean? So it's like he's gotta find his groove within the fit, within what fits his legs. It's not even superstitious, it's just actually shoes correlate with performance. It's clear if you really play ball or you know ball, right? So he's trying to find his niche, he's trying to find what's going on with that, you know what I'm saying? And clearly Nikes and actual established brands is when he performed his best in, right? So when you have that happen, and you can't be mad at Lonzo's view where it's like, yo, why can't we change the name? Why can't we rebuild this shit? Full rebuild, like come out new, where all that baggage, everything is gone. Because at the end of the day, it's still kind of there. Obviously you can remove it, but it's a long road at this point. I just want to change of anything. And he's coming from a situation where with the Lakers, change the scenery, big baller brand, change the scenery. You know what I'm saying? It's like, we don't want to do the same old stuff. That's where his mindset is in. I'm not doing the same old stuff, everything brand new, right? So it's like, you can't be mad at his perspective. And at the end of the day, you see how he's like the tree, the tree is damaged. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, no, apple fell off. No, he was more than an apple. Don't suss it. He was a branch. And Lonzo's right. He was a branch. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I rate both of them. Like, it's just one's defending the family. And he's like, at the end of the day, you fight through it, you push through adversity. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, we're not damaged. We're not going to let one guy break us. And it's a great mentality to have. And also, too, you got to understand that sometimes recognizing self-awareness and recognizing when we got to change stuff and when we got to do this and do that is not a bad skill set as well. So it's one of those situations where it's like, I would probably side more with, this is how I see it. I would side more with, anyways, right? But I would side more with, you know me, I'm going to side more with Lavar, with keeping the name, because at the end of the day, like for me too, just the way it is, you go through adversity, you got to understand, it's bigger than just the brand had a mishap and we have to change it up. It comes down to, you're letting that one man, he's now, wherever he is, he's going to know, I suss the brand. The brand can't function without me. I'm gone. No matter what I did, you can't function without me. Bruh. We gonna let him know that we don't need you. It's bigger than that. Listen, it's bigger than that. It's bigger than the brand. Like, at the end of the day, you're not gonna be the one to break us down. You're not gonna be the one to do that. We're gonna thrive without you. You know what I'm saying? So it's bigger than that. It's more so of it's a battle within the people. It's a game within a game type of thing. You know what I'm saying? That's how it really goes. So when it comes to that, and not only that, you're not gonna just adversity. You're gonna fight through adversity. It's just life itself. You fight through adversity. You fight through this. The same thing you go in your career too in basketball. You go through ups and downs. You fight through adversity, injuries. You gotta fight through and find a way to get to the top. You know what I'm saying? So this is the perfect situation. This whole year, now you don't have to rush, because obviously part of the big baller brand, because of Lonzo's coming out and this, that, their planning wasn't the best planning. They rushed a lot of things. They rushed the shoemaking. They rushed all of this because the idea and the vision is elite. You know what I'm saying? So you don't have to depend on these Nikes and all these guys giving you offers and this and this and that. It's elite. And people do support the big baller brand. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's just the facilitation. You know what I'm saying? The execution that was not the greatest. The shoes, you know what I'm saying? The business of the shoes, not getting their shoes, all that type of stuff. So now you could actually revamp. You have a whole year. Let Lonzo, he's feeling salty, all that type of stuff, and he wants to change his scenery. At the end of the day, you need your player, your guy who's in the league, to be the best that he needs to be. You know what I'm saying? So let him, if he has this year where he's playing with Zion, where eyes are on the team because of Zion already, then you have Lonzo and you have Lonzo's fans, all that type of stuff, and you just have the excitement and the fast break, and he's killing. And let's say he does a 15-7-7 or 15-9-7, 15-10-8, something like that. You know what I'm saying? Something like that, which is a big jump already if he's doing something like that. And he's not injured and he's bouncy and he's moving, and even though it's in Nike shoes or whatever the case is, but it's just at the end of the day, performance is performance. It's the same thing. It's like music is music. The art is the art. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, no matter what you're wearing, at the end of the day, people will see you because they're not going to look, oh my God, it's Nikes, forget big baller. They're not going to think about that. They're going to be like, yo, Lonzo is killing. He's eating. I want to watch this. Oh, Ali to Zion. You know what I'm saying? That's what's happening. So then when you see that, he's killing. You have that year to establish. Then you have Melo, who's overseas, right? He has that year to establish, get himself in the top 5, whatever, in the draft prospect and all that type, the mock draft and all that type of stuff. Get himself in those rankings. You know what I'm saying? So now, a year later, you even have, this is the first time you have a year to actually, with your brand, get the warehouse going, get the shoe technology, get this, get everything right, get everything right, get everything nice, get the design, whatever the case is, get the main thing is the shoe technology, get the business of how we're going to deliver, everything just fine tuned and everything. Now that whole year, revamp, rebuild. All of you are kind of rebuilding and retooling in your own situations. Lavar with is the brand, Melo overseas, and Zoe over in the Pelicans. Then you meet back a year later and you could actually launch this at a higher echelon, at more of a high clip. You can at a bigger stage and everything will be more solid and will actually sell more than what it used to be. You could change some of the prices if you want to, all of that type of stuff. Even if you want to keep the prices the same. If you have an elite shoe, now you have a son that's now a top pick in the draft. Lonzo's killing. You have 2 sons in the league. This is the perfect situation to actually come correct, as opposed to being under the other tree. You know what I'm saying? And under the other guy, where now you're selling shoes and it's like, Jesus missing. Melo's in the league too, his shoes sussing. You don't want to have that. Now is the perfect time to revamp. So that's what I would come at it if I was working with them or whatever. I would show them like, yo, you're both right. But at the end of the day, we have to keep the big baller brand, but we're gonna still retool and take this year to retool. You, Lonzo, go do your thing, all that type of stuff, right? So that's what I see. That's the kind of route I see them, and they can come at a higher clip and be elite. They can. You know what I'm saying? I mean, just imagine you have both sons in the league, one's on one team killing, one's on one team in that year. You know what I'm saying? Now KD comes back too. It's another year of the whole new NBA, and then you know me, and then you drop the shoes. That's the perfect situation. And there's no rush. So that's what I would say they need to focus on. I don't know what's going on in their heads, but I already know it's feud. But at the end of the day, this situation, when you're forced not to rush, sometimes it's better for you. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's better that this kind of happened, because the path they were going was not a great path, especially with people complaining with the shoes, people still not getting their shoes, people haven't received them to this day, all kinds of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it's like Lonzo always getting injured, like having one season not injured. Then he knows exactly what I need for my shoe. I know exactly what I need. You know what I'm saying? And then from there, you move forward. That's what I would say. That's my advice. Because, IQ, it's that boy Banks. Because I give you that IQ. You feel what I'm saying? I just hope someone there, is just gaining that IQ. And someone there is just going to find a way to just cool both of them down. Because at the end of the day, when one's becoming an alpha, one's already an alpha, you're going to butt heads. And at the end of the day, I rate it. I like that confrontation. I rate it. At the end of the day, I feel like only makes you better. No soft ting around here. I rate it, man. Anyways, it's True Talks. Because True Talks, prayers out for them, man. I want them to win, because I wish, once people, like I said, it's deeper than basketball. Once people start building their own brands and not having to go to Nike and not having to go to these people, those organizations, and be under their web and under their, their spell, then that's going to give even the IQ for even starting their own NBA and starting their own league and all that type of stuff. Like, there's so many, like, you know what I mean? Like, we're the cream of the crop, man. We're the cream. We don't need them. But at the end of the day, right now, we need them. That's kind of like what's going on. So, like, once everyone starts realizing, get that mentality and get to that part, then it's a different ball game, man. It's a different ball game. Just imagine, that's crazy. Anyways, you already know it's True Talks. True Talks. Share, like, and subscribe. You already know. And I'm out, man.